This will work. So it's an RV park. There's toilets behind us. We've got a little table here, parked with the lunch, and there's all these other spots out the back you can have too. But over the back, there's a creek, so we can explore that. You can hear the birds. Good spot for overnighter.
This is Babinda. Look at this beautiful little town area. Love these little country towns. Had a super stay last night in their free RV camp. It was a brilliant one, right by the river. Kids had a little paddle.
We've parked in the bus parking, but that's a little bit naughty, but there's always motorhomes and cars in the caravan parking. There's only 3 spots here and they're already taken up, so we're going to park there. It's a Sunday. Should be right.
We found some nuts in these little pods.
Oh, they're awesome. We can use them to float down the waterway. We're at the Babinda Boulders, so we've parked up and we're going to go have a bit of a swim again. It's hot, humid again. It's only 11 o'clock, but it's 26 degrees and hot and humid. Kids are getting their ass. We're good to go. Have a look at this. This is Babinda Boulders. It is beautiful. Have a look at that. Look at the water. Wow. Beautiful.
That is cold.
Have a look at that.
There's rapids over there. Oh yeah. They just fade down to the...
So we're up on the rocks here at Babinda. And my favourite thing to do, this trip has been just bombing basically. It's great fun. So Babinda Boulders, it's just a big open swimming hole, big rocks. It's pretty deep in the middle. It gets cold in the middle, but if you come over this side, right now I'm actually in warm water and it's beautiful. Just here.
It's a very pretty area up here. We're only about 8 or 9k just north of Cairns, so pretty close to get into town.
Staying at an Airbnb, so we've booked a little bit differently. So it was really expensive for accommodation for families. So we booked an Airbnb and we set up on their front lawn. So we're paying a 1-person rate in Airbnb. It works out to be for 2 families. We've got Lun's Lap with us. It ends up being, was it $40 a night basically?
Yeah.
Yeah.
About
so
half of what we would have paid at a caravan park.
they've got a pool, there's a watering hole nearby. It's just near the Crystal Cascades tourist attraction, big swimming hole. So we're set and we've got all this beautiful area to explore. Coles and Woolworths nearby. We're pretty happy.
Just a different way to think about your accommodation, thinking outside the box when caravan parks are so expensive in the main areas.
Tide is out. Look at that. It's down on the foreshore in Cairns.
There's this huge playground down on the Esplanade. It's even got like little water play areas in different spots. The kids have gone over to the big kids playground over there.
Super cool playground area. Heaps to do, Jed.
But we lost control and Cooper jumped off. But I was still going and I went up 3/4 of the way up before I had to drop down. Literally awesome. That was
So this is the hamster wheel the boys have been playing with. So they spin both ways like a tractor. This playground is phenomenal. So even the zip line over the back.
There's another playground behind me. Heaps to do.
I can't be heavy.
Whoa! Stop, why?
We're here in Cairns and there's a lot of opportunities for crocs to pick you off here. So instead, what they have is a big pool. It's called the Cairns Lagoon. We're going for a swim. It is warm water. So it's heated. It's actually solar heated. Is it warm?
So warm.
Awesome. Look at that. It's got a beach area as well. Lifeguards. Awesome.
Just out here on the Esplanade too. We're coming round into the Skyrail up to Kuranda. So we've got a day out today. We're catching the Skyrail up and then the train down again. Both of them go through or above the rainforest. So we're parked at the bottom of the Skyrail here so that we can get the cable car on the way up to start with. At the end of the day they take you on a bus back to your car after the train.
We're just lining up for our tickets. We've pre-booked and people are already loading onto the carriages.
Thank you. Alright, here we are. Bumpy, bumpy.
I'm going to have a 2-person spot.
Alright, so it's about 10 to 15 minutes up to the first stop of Red Petit. You got to hop out there to change line.
Okay, no worries, thank you.
Thank you.
Now,
We're away, we're heading up. It's moving pretty quick. I haven't fallen out. It's just an empty one. Don't worry. We've come from Australian bush over to the rainforest now. We're passing over lush, darker green, tropical rainforest. It just changed just as an instant on that ridge.
So Al's got the map with him here, paper version. And on our phones, we've downloaded their app that they recommend. It's a very good one actually, and it gives you an audio tour as we ride up. It's got marked points that it tells you about the landscape and the vegetation at that point where we are.
First station here on our little trip, so it's about 15 minutes to get up to here. We're going to hop off, go and have a bit of a look around and maybe jump on a bit of a tour that's available from the rangers. A little bit like the Tingle Tree Forest that we saw down in Walpole.
We're just walking down the boardwalk at the first station. Looks relatively new, but you really get that treetop experience as well. That's a big tree.
This tree was here before the first Europeans.
It was here before the first Europeans.
Yeah, like
How old does that make it, Jed?
thousands of years old.
How long have Europeans been in Australia?
A long time.
Since the 1800s.
About a couple of hundred years.
A couple of hundred years.
So this is the augmented reality app that Steph's got, and you can see butterflies coming through, so we're just trying to catch the butterflies cruising around. That's how augmented reality works, Steph.
So Harry, what have we got this time?
Snake.
Ah, snake. That's better to find us.
Come on, look, there's a snake, guys.
Something I didn't know, the rainforests actually, without rain, take 30 to 40% of their water through condensation from the canopies. So the clouds are up against the leaves, it condenses and drops down into the root system. So it doesn't even need to rain in a rainforest. On the roof, there's a timeline, and you can see here Indigenous people 60,000 years ago, modern humans 200,000 years ago. You come up into some of the megafauna, and then you get into things that are here today. Bats, early kangaroos, the cassowary, 45 million years ago. Some of the birds, 50 million years ago. Banksias, then the dinosaurs. Then you've got some of these native flowers we have, bugs, some of the flowers, the platypus, 166 million years ago. Frogs, the crocodile, 210 million years ago. That's pretty amazing. And then as we work all the way up, we're starting to get to insects and the rainforests.
You might have seen the movie Avatar. The inspiration for the setting of the movie was actually taken from here at Kuranda in the rainforest here. So the creative team came here and they experienced the rainforest, studied it, and then used that as inspiration for the setting and the design of the movie.
We're back on the Skyrail. Thanks, mate. Here we go. Wow.
Roller coaster.
It almost throws you out there, doesn't it?
It does. It really does.
Over the canopy. And we're heading all the way down there. Another 15-minute ride over top of the rainforest. Good value.
Got the audio app open again so we can learn about stuff as we go. Yeah, it looks like a station down there.
This is the Barren River Gorge. You can see a waterfall coming down the mountains, carving out through a river. So not a lot of water there, but you can see how it's all been carved out over time through the mountains of the rainforest. So many waterways in Queensland. We're going to get out now and have a look at Barren Falls. So this is one of our drop-off points on the way up to Kuranda. There's these little walkways that you can just go along in amongst the rainforest and see beautiful spots like the falls.
Wow, Barren Falls.
down.
Whoa, look down. Harry, don't fall
Come
through.
here and look down.
Yeah.
Whoa.
But it
Oh,
was
you
just
can get your
the
glass
easiest
bottom
way to do
experience
it.
here.
There's a motion sensor and TV's 100.
Look at this view of the river here, guys. Come look here. It's kind of shaded on the video, but that view of the river is stunning. It's beautiful. Look at the river.
Guess where he gets.
Oh, Harry, you missed one.
Harry.
All right, let's scan this one for our AR and see what we see. This is a dancing cassowary. Harry's taking a photo of him. Just in case we hadn't seen one, we could have actually pretended we did. Take a shot of him, Harry. Strutting around there, isn't he?
We're heading up to the Rainforest Interpretation Centre. This is run by the CSIRO. School's in.
What are you exploring, Harry?
The rainforest.
The
Good
rainforest?
for the kids.
What causes them to grow?
School on the
What do you
road.
think? Is it
Lots of
moisture from a fallen tree, extra light, animals bringing seeds, or fresher air? Ah, you knew it. Extra light. Yes, you're right.
Butterfly.
Yeah, take your hat off and get close.
That's a dragonfly.
Heading up to the top now. This is to Kuranda, which is a village. And there's shops.
Hey, markets.
Going to the village. So jumped off at Kuranda station, walking up, check out the shops and the markets. Just cruising around the street at the moment, heading towards the markets. It's a beautiful setting.
Boys love their puzzles. They found these in Japan as well, if you've seen our Japan videos. There was a place that made them. They love fiddling with them.
This
You did
one's
it,
hard.
Harry?
I just did it. This one's a hard.
Show us how you do it.
Do it back up.
Twist it around.
This is a plane wreck here. So this was an army plane, which then became a movie prop. And it sat in the Cairns scrapyard for a while until they asked if they could preserve it. And they've placed it here. It was a gift. So, looks pretty cool. Matty's worst fears. This is Matt from Lund's Lap and he's terrified of butterflies. We're going into the unknown. Oh, look at it! It's right there! Wow, this is Australia's best display of butterflies.
I like this one. Please do not pick flowers because they're food for the butterflies. Makes sense. Alright, Al, let's see if any land on you.
Wow, you must got two for a second.
Harry. That must just smell sweet.
He's doing a great job. Well done, Matty. He's all good, he's still alive.
We're going down here into the lab, which is also the nursery, I guess, where the caterpillars are bred.
These are the massive Hercules moth, the biggest in Australia, and they're actually over there in the cage. So they've got a very successful breeding program here where 95% of their butterfly eggs actually hatch. In the wild it's something like 1%. So these guys, who only breed once a year and are only around for a very short period of the year, have a great opportunity. By the dedication of the lab technicians to be able to drink all these VB bottles to keep a supply for the butterflies is very much dedication to the art. Matt, he has conquered his fears. Look at this. He is a modern day Steve Irwin, but for butterflies. Okay. Guinness Book of Records, largest butterfly sanctuary. Going down for some crepes. These are the #1 TripAdvisor thing to do in Kuranda. So we're going to go check them out. The Petit Cafe. How are we? I've got the banana. It's just got salted caramel hazelnut. Walnuts. Alright, here we go. Heading on the railway this time to get home again.
We're on our homeward journey. We've had our day up at Kuranda, had a super day, and now we're getting back by another alternate means of transport on the train.
Inside we're in the, I guess the cheap seats. This is a heritage carriage and we've got a leather booth. There's a bit of space. Features of the train are awesome. It's pressed tin, painted. There we go.
That's the one I think that we go past. This is Stoney Creek Falls over here in the distance.
Pulling up now, we're going to coach transfer back to the car, and that's it. That's been Kuranda.